If you check online, you're going to see different definition of order block. Some people say the last buy candle before sell, the last sell candle before buy, this, that. But according to Michael, he said the last section of areas where market was giving a particular order before changing their orders, where market was buying before selling. So one candle can be order block, two candles, three candles. It all depends on the orders they were giving before they changed their orders. So if you said one can like the last, let's use an example here. Let's say if you say this candle before this one is like you draw your order block. This is just on 1 hour, right? This is a 1 hour time frame. So that means inside this 1 hour candle, we have series of 5 hours candles. So are you gonna say those full 5 hours candles are invalid? No. So that's why you say you when you want to mark your order block, like the right way to mark. So these two candles are order block. Like these two candles are order block because market was buying here before selling. All these candles here are order blocks. These candles here, all these candles here from here to here are order blocks. Not this black one. This whole range here are order blocks. Right? Not just the last five for this one or the no, 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 no. No. The last section of it, these whole candles here are order blocks. This is the last section where market was giving a particular order. They were buying before war started selling. So that's why most times when you do your last buy candle before when market is now reversing, you might miss out of that trade because why you over refined and that's not good. So you just mark your order block and you buy or sell at the 50% of it, which is if I want to look at if I have my order block, I'm just gonna think I'll be selling from up here. Same thing here. Same thing here. You see how price came for that 50%. You see how price came for that 50%. So I'll be selling at the 50%. That's you sell at your discount, your premium, or sorry, you buy at your discount. Right. So this also you draw your fib to this and you do what? You sell at the 50% of your other block. So you still be safe. So that's how to spot another block. It's also easy. The last section of area where market was doing another. So when you see like series like on your chart you have different colors. So when you see like this full zone here are other blocks, like this full zone because this is a 1 hour time frame. So that means if you go on, let's say 4 hours, you're going to see it's very small. You see? So this zone here are other blocks. If you go on what 1 day, now this guy is going to be small now. See now. We now have two candles here. Same thing you go on 1 week. That means this whole stuff now will now be one candle. So that your one candle, if you go on over time frame, you see so many. So the right way to spot other blocks are the last section of area where market was doing particular orders when they were buying before they started selling. So those places are orders. Just like the name implies, order blocks. These whole areas they were giving a particular order until the market changed. That's what the institution do. This particular week they will go for bullish, right? They will want to buy at a discount, and the next time they want to sell. So they are just changing orders. So you will not say like the last time they buy that. No, no, no. And one thing about order blocks is because most people just want like order blocks, order blocks can be created and also they can take those order blocks and create new ones. I repeat again, order blocks can be taken out and creating new ones. Like I said, this is business. Just because I sold here, or are you trying to tell me that because I sold here, maybe as an institutional trader or like the banks or whatever like that that's in control of the market, because they sold here, they want to sell that side again? No, it's all about liquidity. At the end of the day, they are looking for people to take out, right? So you can see price will just come to your order block and you ask yourself, but they're taking me out, but they still went to my direction. Yes, because those are orders. So they take those ones and they can create the new ones. Like I said, it's just they are buying and they are selling. These are big guys that want to make money at the end of the day. So they are not they are, it's not like a footprint, or it's not like something that okay. It's just that it works sometimes, but don't put all your trust in it that this my order blocks must work. Let me give you an example on the chat. Okay, let's look at this guy here. This is another block, right? If you are to use my stuff, maybe you would have called this for like little sell. But if you go with this guy here, this last blah, 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 last sell can buy before sell. Now, price took you out and then they started selling. Now you now say, but this is a clear order block. Now what happened? They took you out, created a new one, and then they started selling. So easy as that. Now, the right way to spot another block. Now I'm going to tell you this, and please to pay attention to it. Another blocks must break a low or a high. That's to tell you. You see, if you look at this thing, like I said from the starting, market structure, break of structure, it's all connecting together. Like I said again, it must break a high. That's to tell you, okay, now we have changed orders. We've broken a structure. We've changed character. You see, all these things are just aligning together, right? Another blocks must break a high. An other block or other blocks must break a high. So now you can break a high or a low. So price broke this low. So this whole stuff are other blocks now. Because this is another. This is a 1 hour order. This is a 1 hour order. Right. This other block broke this low. This other block broke this low. So you can see. And again, an order block must have fair value gap. I've talked about fair value gap. I talked about I think I didn't okay, I'm going to make a video for CBBC and volume imbalance. I was supposed to make the video, but I just decided to make this video today because I feel like talking about order block. So order block must have a fair value gap. Look at fair value gap because, like I said before, a fair value gap is a missing data. So if market is distributing orders, they want to do something and they will miss out on data, which they want to come back and refill the fair value gap to what mitigate their loss. So this is another block. You see, we have fair value gap, fair value gap, fair value gap. So price will still come back for this guy in the future. Whatever. This is another block, right? This whole stuff are other blocks. So when markets change, what happened? They went up and broke this structure. Now, this whole stuff are other blocks. Now we now have the originator move, the sponsored candle, sorry, the guy that sponsored the movement. Now, this whole stuff are other blocks, right? Now, this was the guy that sponsored the movement. Let me zoom in. This was the guy, the last buy candle before the sell. So this guy sponsored the movement down to break this low. So you can see that's how to spot other blocks. We must have a sponsored candle, must have price must other block must break a high and a low. And what else was I have a fair value gap. So it must have a displacement candle, which is a candle that is like this, that's like this, that has volume, that can contain a fair value gap to tell you that okay, this move is not just an ordinary move. Is I'm about to do something, I'm about to break a high, or break a low. So I am happy to explain this stuff to you guys. So most people we call it demand and supply. It's at the end of the day just still the same. It's just demand, supply. Demand means where people are buying. Supply means where people are selling. It doesn't matter what names, whether da 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 or da 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 da. At the end of the day, you still understand what the thing is doing. They'll still say the demand breaks a high. It's still the same thing. All these things are just names that people put just to understand the concept. It doesn't really matter. Other blocks are it's still the same thing as demand. When you say bullish order block, is it not when people are buying? Demand is it not when people are buying? Are they not still the same thing? So yeah, I think by now you should understand what is an order block. So please do well if you watch this video to this point, please I'm begging, do well to share this video to people, comment, like, so this page can grow. I hope to see you on the next video. Stay safe and stay blessed.